Would you be a politician?
No. फिर वहाँ भी तुम लोग nepotism करोगे. तुम लोग.
According to you, give me 3 red flags.
Arrogance, inability to listen, ego. I think these 3 are major red flags.
Do you think women are attracted to a few of these things?
Whole bad boy image, na?
Yeah.
But they like it for a while. But जब खुद पे आती है तो they run in the opposite direction also.
Okay, did you ever in your school or college did that कि जानता नहीं और आप कौन है?
I was in SNDT college. There was this one girl who used to have a car. So she asked, who all are going to Juhu? So I said, I need to go to Juhu. So she said, okay, where are you going? I was like, where do you stay? So you know Shatrughan Sinha's house? I stay behind his house. Where do you stay? That's when I told this girl, you know Shatrughan Sinha's house? I stay there. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, he's my dad. They were all shocked.
आज का पॉडकास्ट स्टार्ट करने से पहले मेरी एक रिक्वेस्ट है. 77% लोग जो हमारा पॉडकास्ट देखते हैं वो हमें सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते. सो प्लीज़ अगर हमारे पॉडकास्ट या इस चैनल से आपको कभी भी थोड़ी वैल्यू मिली है तो हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, क्योंकि आपका एक सब्सक्राइब हमारी पूरी टीम को बहुत मोटिवेट करता है. एंड मैं आपसे प्रॉमिस करता हूँ कि इन रिटर्न ऑफ दिस सब्सक्राइब मैं इससे भी बेहतर और ज़्यादा मेहनत से कंटेंट एंड बेटर से बेटर गेस्ट आपके लिए लाता रहूँगा. एंजॉय द शो. कभी कभी ना हम लाइफ में दूसरों को आगे रखने के चक्कर में खुद की नीड्स एंड वांट्स को भूल जाते हैं. हम खुद से प्यार करना भूल जाते हैं, खुद की केयर करना भूल जाते हैं. बट एक बेहतर इंसान बनने के लिए पहले खुद की केयर करना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. एंड फॉर दैट टुडे वी हैव द गेस्ट सोनाक्षी सिन्हा, जिन्होंने इस टॉपिक पे बहुत अच्छे से बात करी है, बहुत डीप में. शी इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट पॉजिटिव, काइंड एंड हम्बल पर्सन जो हमारे पॉडकास्ट पे आई है. शी हैज़ डन फिल्म्स लाइक दबंग, लुटेरा, टू आर राजकुमार एंड बहुत सारे टाइप के रोल उन्होंने किए हैं. इनफैक्ट द न्यू प्रोजेक्ट दैट शी इज़ वर्कड ऑन इज़ हीरा मंडी, जिसमें उन्होंने और डिफरेंट रोल किया है. तो इन सारे रोल्स को वो कैसे निभाती है और खुद की लाइफ में पर्सनली कैसे वो ग्रो करती हैं ताकि वो ऐसे चैलेंजिंग रोल्स अपना पाए, इसके बारे में हमने बात करी है. आज के एपिसोड में हमने और भी कई बातें करी है, जैसे व्हाट मेक्स सलमान खान सर वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट स्टार्स इन बॉलीवुड टिल नाउ. ऐसा क्या स्पेशल है संजय लीला बंसाली सर की फिल्म में कि हर एक्टर को उनके साथ काम करना है. हम कैसे खुद को बेटर इंसान बना सकते हैं, कैसे हमारी रिलेशनशिप्स बेटर कर सकते हैं, कैसे हम खुद की केयर करके हमारी रिलेशनशिप्स में इम्पैक्ट ला सकते हैं. ऐसे कई सारे डीप क्वेश्चंस एंड फन क्वेश्चंस इस एपिसोड में हमने डिस्कस करें. बट ये एपिसोड स्टार्ट करने से पहले राजशमानी क्लिप्स एंड राजशमानी शॉर्ट्स को जाके सब्सक्राइब कर लो, क्योंकि वहाँ पर हम इस बड़े एपिसोड की छोटी छोटी क्लिप्स डालते हैं ताकि आप कम समय में एक बेहतर इंसान और मोर नॉलेजेबल इंसान बन सकें. एंड इस पूरे एपिसोड का ऑडियो एक्सपीरियंस स्पॉटिफाई पर अवेलेबल है, जहाँ पर जाके आप हमें फॉलो कर सकते हैं. एंजॉय द शो. पर्सनल क्वेश्चन.
Yes.
In all your journey until now, if there's one thing you would want to change, what would it be about yourself?
Not a thing.
Really?
Not a thing. I've thought about this a lot, you know, because this question does pop up quite a bit. Like, oh, what would you have done different? What is your regret? What is your one regret? Or, you know, over the years. But I swear today where I am, I feel like I wouldn't be here if I changed anything else. And I don't know where I would be if I did things differently. And I'm happy where I am. So why fix it if it's not broken? I think everything happens for a reason. Everything happens in its own time. You make friends, you lose friends. You make mistakes, you learn from them. Yeah, so I think everything somewhere or the other teaches you something or the other. So I'm good. I don't think I want to change anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, okay, you don't want to change anything. So, अब इससे मैं थोड़ा fast forward करता हूँ because I want to talk about your acting, celebrity, stardom life later in the end. Because सब बात करते हैं. Tell me about So Easy.
Yes.
What is it? क्या?
It's
okay.
so easy.
I was just
Visual demonstration.
I love it. For someone whose job is to be in front of people.
Yeah.
If you can pick up something and make your business, which is very visual in nature,
Yeah.
it works really well.
So, you know, over the years, a lot of people approach me with like business ideas. We want to use your name for this. We want you to be a part of this. Equity de denge, ye kar denge, wo kar denge. But I never really felt strongly enough about anything to take that step. And I know I'm the kind of person कि अगर मैं कुछ करूँ तो अच्छे से करना चाहती हूँ. मुझे सब आधा अधूरा हाफ हार्टेड बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं.
5-10% वाली कहानी
या बिल्कुल नहीं. तो अगर मैं करती हूँ तो अच्छे से करना पसंद करती हूँ. तो when my partner Shrishti approached me, she said, I have something for you, just try it out, see if you like it. And I did eventually, because turning out well is such a big part of my profession. You have to look good, you have to be complete, wherever you're going. And I feel nails are the one thing that me personally हमेशा छोड़ देती थी मैं. Because anyway, it's so tras for me, like sitting, doing hair, makeup, costume, ye, wo, I'd be like, haan, nails, chodo, chalo. And this really just sorted out my life. And I'm sure there are a lot of other girls out there who felt the same way as me. And just seeing how convenient and how easy it made it for me, I felt like this is something that I do feel good about, I feel strongly about. And that's when, we started it. And the journey was really, really fun, because I was involved from the very beginning, from the conception to the naming to the formation of the company to the choosing the designs, to the creatives. I'm a creative person. Shrishti is my business partner.
Person.
Yeah, she's the business head. I'm the creative head. And I just think it's such a nice marriage of two people from completely different backgrounds. Like, she's a lawyer, she studied law and she's into business. I'm an actor with no background in business, and here we are, like, creating something that gives us both happiness and is and just seeing it grow from scratch to like where we are now. And I think we've made great progress in the last 2 years, and I'm really enjoying it.
You are? So it's like, what is it? It's like
they're press-on nails, basically.
Okay, so you order it online.
Yeah,
and then
order
you get
it online. There are different shapes, lengths, designs to choose from. Like, so many designs to choose from. It saves women the time, the energy, the money that they go and spend just to get their nails done at a salon. And that's not even like good for your nails. It's harmful. Those gel
nail
nails
art and all of that, no?
The gel nails and the curing of the nails, those UV lights and all, they're not actually good for you. This kind of takes care of all your needs in a much safer.
And then you can just pick it up?
Yeah, I can just pluck it out.
And it doesn't hurt?
Not at all. And my nails are as healthy as ever. And I change them every day. Like, I use them every day.
Of course, you will.
Yeah, I have to. And I love it. I enjoy it because I do it. And literally, I wore these on my way here in the car.
Oh.
So it takes
it's like that easy.
Yeah, it's that easy and it takes no time.
Do you feel like quick question again, because you're getting into business, I love doing all of these things. And do you ever think that iska market chota hoga ki bada hoga?
Chota hai. I know. I'm well aware of that. In fact, we came into a market that was very untouched.
Exactly.
Which is what I love about it. There were no mainstream players. We identified a gap in the market. We entered and we are growing. And that's always a good sign, right? So I'm quite happy. And with So Easy, other than press-on nails, we want to expand into other things. We want to make beauty accessible for women.
Okay.
We want to make it so easy for them.
Tell me, I'll ask like few basic questions and then I'll ask more questions on that. Quick thing, you're doing Hira Mandi with Sanjay Leela Bhansali. What is about Sanjay Leela Bhansali that everybody wants to work with him? And there's like, even on internet, people call him that he's a painter.
Yeah.
Right? There's on the memes, people just talk about he just makes everything as a painting. What's there in him that makes him so different?
I mean, जब आप उनका काम देखते हो, you can see the kind of the way he visualizes things, the way he presents things on screen. वो तो अच्छा है ही. But I think once I started working with him, that's when I realized what it actually is. Here is a man who I've met who does not see beyond his craft, his work. He eats, sleeps, breathes work. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with him which is outside of work and what he's trying to achieve, how he sees things, how he wants his actors to look, how he wants to portray his characters on screen, about the art in his work, the set, the costume, all of that. I've never met anyone who displays this kind of
obsession.
Yeah, that's the right word. Obsession and madness towards his work. And that really shows. And it was such a pleasure watching this man just kind of bring things to life. And Heeramandi is not an easy show to execute. The characters are not easy. They're all very, very complex. It was just poetry in motion watching him do that. He's amazing. That's all I can say.
Question. What's your take on this culture of social media and PR and celebrity life or making of a star, where you get famous for being famous? So like how it started in the West and now India, we have seen this.
There's innumerable number of pages, portals, handles that need constant content, right? So now they're making content out of anything and everything. So
why do you think this happens? Like, why are people also consuming it?
See, you know what had happened also with when radio se jab TV aaya, jab newspapers aaye, magazines aaye, it happened then also. I feel like a lot of things were being written that were probably not true. It's that version of it. It's just it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? When there's so many publications, there are people just making up stories, they're writing anything, they're posting pictures which should probably never be posted or whatever. So I just feel it's a monster that just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So now see how much there is online, and it's like a constant thing that you have to keep feeding. So yeah, I guess there's just content being made of everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
But why do you feel people... So I come from this school of thought. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel if you're not serving value in some or the other form, people don't respect you. Right? People don't... So I just feel like whatever work you're doing, I don't like... You serve value in terms of entertainment. I may be serving value in terms of, let's say, education or inspiration. There's somebody else serving value in terms of monetary or whatever. There's some value to be served to the person who is giving you their attention, time or money.
Yeah.
But like these days, people don't get any value out of it. And still people worship certain people. Because, oh my God, this is so cool. This is the new thing. But why do you think it's happening?
But how do you know what value that person is giving to that particular person?
Like what?
How do you know?
Is the value? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, like you never
value
know.
Is not evident at all. So I'm like,
each to his own, yeah. Each to his own. कुछ तो होगा ना उसको अगर उसको अच्छा लग गया कोई, तो there must be something about that person. I also feel people's attention span has become very, very low. It's more about quantity than quality.
कि जो हर जगह दिख रहा है वो better है than
exactly
एक जगह तो अच्छा काम कर रहा है.
It's exactly that. It's quantity over quality. So I don't know, can't explain it.
Do you think content creators can become actors?
Of course, if you're talented and you have
because their life is open out there. So vloggers, let's say,
they can. You never say never, no? I mean, that there are a lot of content creators do such good acting. See, what I believe is that whatever you want to do now in life, you should try it at least once. If a content creator does want to act, I think you should try it at least once and then see how it goes for you.
What do you want to try apart from acting?
I tried singing. I really enjoy it. I'm not great at it, but I tried it because I wanted to.
You got into some Twitter feud with that, no? Singing wale part ke liye.
Some donkey didn't like my singing. So theek hai na? I really don't care about your opinion, bro. I did it because I wanted to.
I was doing research and I read, I think some newspaper wrote it down.
Yeah.
Where you're saying, if you're secure, then you'll promote other people. If you're not, like...
Yeah, like, I mean, relax, dude. Let everyone live their life how they want to. So yeah, I tried it because I enjoy it. Then what else do I want to try? I wanted to dive. I did that.
You became certified.
Yes, I just got certified and it's amazing. I want to continue to do that because it's just so calming. It's so peaceful. It's
Where
so
did
beautiful.
Where did you?
When did I get
you
certified?
learn all of this? Yeah.
First time it was in this place whose name we're not supposed to take anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And
all
now,
right.
second time I got my advanced certification in Andaman.
Okay.
The place that must not be named.
Love it. Responsibility.
Yeah.
I just love that.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's good.
Yeah.
But have you have you ever dived with sharks and stuff?
I want to.
Have you ever done? No, you have not done.
With tinier sharks and not the big sharks. I've swum with lemon sharks, reef sharks, but they're like itna choto choto. Like this must be the biggest I've seen. But
The still sharks.
there are other sharks that I want to dive with. Yeah, not the great white, of course. No way. But yeah, hammerheads. You can dive with them. Yeah, I can. It's a different world only out there. There's too much to explore. Too many dive sites to see. Too many fish to see. Lots happening in terms of like ocean conservation. So there's a lot to do, and that's something that I feel really, really passionate about. So
Do you
that's
want to
something
continue doing
I want
that?
to continue doing that. Yeah.
So tell me where is the most underrated place you have visited?
Underrated place. Nothing is really underrated. I've always gone to a place because I wanted to visit it, and like I've heard.
Never.
Yeah, not underrated.
सब overrated places ही गए.
Not overrated also, but जहाँ मैं गई हूँ अच्छा हुआ मैं वहाँ पहुँच गई. ऐसा
I'll tell
कुछ
you
था
one
नहीं.
place next time if you're traveling.
हाँ.
You should go to a place called Brasov.
Where's that?
Okay. So it's in Romania.
Oh, okay.
So Romania में Brasov के पास में एक town है Transylvania.
हाँ.
Okay. So that's where the Dracula was
Yeah.
born. That's how the theories are.
Yeah.
So वहाँ पे क्या था? We met locals.
हाँ.
And फिर हम लोग Transylvania गए. वहाँ पे जाके we met locals. उन्होंने बोला रात को आ जाना 9 o'clock we all will party.
हाँ.
Okay. 9 बजे हमें एक हिल पे बुलाया जहाँ पे 300 लोग इकट्ठे होते हैं. पूरा अंधेरा है. There's no lights, nothing in middle of like let's say mountains. 300 लोग 5-6 किलोमीटर चल के वैली पे जाते हैं और फिर वहाँ पे सुबह 6 बजे तक लोग पार्टी करते हैं फुल मून नाइट पे. एंड देन वहाँ से तुम वापस नहीं आ सकते जब तक 300 लोग पूरे नहीं आते.
Oh God.
Because there are only 2 people in the group who know the way. There's no one else who knows the way.
That's very scary.
But that's the best experience of my life I've ever had. I was all this while I was scared. And okay, for me, every hour I was getting scared because I don't drink,
हाँ.
I don't smoke, and I don't know any substance. I've never done all of this.
Yeah.
So I'm not even lost or intoxicated. तो
Yeah.
मुझे हर चीज दिख रही है एक चीज.
That's what I was wondering. मुझे 3 बजे घर जाना है तो मैं कैसे जाऊँ?
Exactly. But नहीं जा सकते तुम.
Yeah. Oh God.
And that's what they call it, like it's worshipping the Dracula. So उस रात को ड्रैकुला आता है हर 6 महीने में एक बार. I mean, that's the stories, right?
Yeah.
They sell.
Of course.
They sell stories. You have to live by it.
Yeah.
So that was one of the best experiences.
Fun.
It's a good.
Sounds fun. Yeah.
It's a good place to be. Like 300 people. Next
Brush
time you go
off.
there.
I'll remember. Yeah.
Romania.
Yeah.
Underrated place. That's where you go.
Okay.
Okay, coming back to movies. Okay. So in movies, we're talking about star and machinery and making all of these things. What were the things you learned from your family before entering this?
I don't think my parents actually ever had a sit down talk with me. Whatever I've learned, I've sort of learned by seeing my dad. Because by the time I was born, my mom wasn't doing movies at that point of time, and my dad was the only one. Just in general, like I've seen his attitude, the way he is with people, how calm he is, how no situation sort of phases him. So just by observing him as a person, I feel I've learned a lot that has really helped me in my career. You know what I mean? I've learned how to not take stress from my dad.
You don't take stress.
No, he's very, very calm. And I've realized that, when you're calm and you tackle a situation, it's so much better than stressing about it and getting hyper about it and then handling it.
How's that possible?
More damage happens than good if you do that. But if you're calm, everything sort of just...
But how's that
falls into
possible?
place.
Like
I don't know. At
what do
work,
you do?
I'm like that. Personally, maybe at home or with my friends and all, I might not be that calm. I do have my phases, or I do have my little outbursts. But at work, I don't think I've ever lost my temper. Ever.
Really?
Yeah.
If things don't go as per you, then? Okay.
Murphy's Law, it is what it is. When something has to go wrong, it will go wrong. There's nothing you can do about it, especially on a film set. So it's better to not stress about it. Yeah.
That's what. And from beginning, you were like that?
Yeah.
So you're never scared of, or you never stress about the outcome. Ki yaar,
yeah, that also. When it comes to work, I don't want to stress about anything that is not in my hand. What I can control, my performance, how I'm looking, what I'm supposed to do. Fine. That's it. That is all that is in my control. Beyond that, what is in your control?
How are you personally in terms of in your relationships and love with people, like whether your parents or everyone? And I'm asking one specific question and then like a generic. The specific is, have you heard of attachment theory?
I've heard of a few.
Okay, so attachment theory is, there's a book called Attachment.
Okay.
And according to that, there are 3 types of people in the relationship. One are avoidant attached.
Yeah, this I know.
Right? So like you avoid, then there's anxious attached.
Avoidant, anxious, secure, insecure.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See?
Damn.
Done my
Someone's a reader.
Yeah. So
which one are you?
Which one am I? I've had phases.
Okay. Tell me the lowest and now.
Lowest has been when I've been insecure attached, then anxious also, and now I'm very secure. I think that it all depends on identifying a certain issue within yourself, and working on it.
Can you explain so that everybody understands from it? So tell me, let's say you were anxious about it, and anxious is where you're constantly trying to track where your partner is.
No, not only about that. It's just that you constantly, I don't know where it comes from. A lot of these issues also come from childhood, right?
Yes.
So I don't know what came from. I didn't have one particular set of friends. I had a lot of set of friends. Maybe it came from there. Maybe I always felt like nobody in particular kind of stays. So I have to be a particular way to compensate for that. So, and I understood a lot of these things on my own, and that's when you start working on them. That's when I sort of started getting secure, started working on making myself happier, more sort of independent, more sort of not, weighed down by the opinions or the way other people thought of me. I think that really, really helped. And now I'm very secure. I'm okay to be on my own. I'm okay to be with someone. I'm okay to be in a group. I'm okay to be, I'm okay. Whichever situation I'm in, I'm okay. But it does take work. It doesn't come like this.
So you internalize a lot.
Of course you do. Yeah. You have to. And I think that the first step of getting to a better place is accepting how you are.
मेरे साथ इतना अजीब था because I used to, so if I'll read one thing and I'll try to apply that in every part of my life, which is like a horrible thing to do.
That's exhausting.
Exactly. That's like very bad thing to do. So I used to be of a mindset that change is good, which in certain cases is, right? And I was like, hey, why should I accept things? I always want better and I want to keep changing myself and, accepting new things because meko jo hai wo accept hi nahi karna.
Yeah.
So I used to never accept myself also.
Oh.
And be like, no, I can be better. Oh. So that constant pressure and chasing kept making me feel inferior in front of other people.
I can imagine. Oh God, that sounds exhausting.
That was.
I'm so sorry you went through that.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy now.
Good. You look like you're in a better place and I'm glad. But yeah, I don't think a lot of people don't understand that right now, and they will eventually, I think, once they are in that frame of mind to understand that pressurizing yourself is the last thing that you should be doing, because there's anyway so much added pressure from everywhere in the world. I mean, when you're in school, padhai karo achhe se, that pressure is there. When you're growing up, look a certain way, that pressure is there. For girls, shadi kar lo, that pressure is there. There's so much pressure from everywhere. So I just think it's very, very important to be kind to yourself first.
Yeah.
It just sorts out a lot of different issues in life.
Tell me one thing, if you have to tell it to everyone, on how can we love better?
How can we love better?
Because we talked about ourselves, like
Yeah.
first we need to accept ourselves and feel this. But then second is we actually need to love better so that we have a great relationship with our partner.
With anyone, no?
Partner as in with
Yeah.
any partner. Like
Yeah.
it can be mom, dad, brother, sister.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying a general rule of thumb. I think kindness and understanding. I think these are very, very underrated qualities of love that people kind of tend to
Kindness.
overlook. Yeah, kindness.
You feel more like people are not kind
Being
with
kind
each other?
to yourself, being kind to your partner, being kind to everybody in general, just I feel makes you a better person. You know, being understanding of another person. Today somebody's having a bad day and they've yelled at me. Not taking it to heart, being kind to them, helping them feel better. I think that just entails love, right?
Great
So-
example.
No? Yeah.
It's such an easy.
So many
but
times there's
it's so
misdirected
good.
anger, and there's so many, like, we've also done it.
Yeah. It hits home.
Yeah, but who knows now what has happened, who has said what, तुम्हें कब 5 साल पहले का कुछ याद आ गया, मेरा mood खराब है. So it's always just, I feel better to be kinder.
You're of a mindset, if I'm not wrong, then tell me, are you of a mindset that if someone's scolding you, take it as it is for a while, if you really love the person, maybe correct them later. But at that time, don't be kind to them at that point.
Yeah,
Don't just react.
Yeah, in theory, that sounds really good. Yeah. That's exactly what we should do.
Yeah.
But practically, it doesn't always happen. But then again, yeah, you learn over time, right? You need to know when to shut up and you need to know when to speak up. There's also a very thin line between taking shit and being kind. Yeah. So
What's the thin line? Please
it's a
explain.
very thin line. Very, very thin line. I think self-respect is very, very important. And when someone else is not respecting you, I think that is when you should definitely speak up. And other than that, yeah, every issue can be sorted later on. So it's nice to listen also, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes. You never know. Maybe you are wrong. And if you're not, then let the other person vent. It's fine.
What do you, according to you, give me 3 green flags and 3 red flags in people,
3.
in men,
Oh.
or in boys, if you want to put it that way.
हाँ ठीक है, same species.
So Tapsi was here. Tapsi said like, first red flag is they're boys, they're not men.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, red flags. Arrogance
Okay.
is a red flag. The inability to listen.
Thank you.
Yeah. That is a red flag. And
Guys are much better now.
what else is a red flag? Wait, I need to phrase this correctly. Always putting... Oh, ego is a red flag.
कि मैं कैसे बोल दूं sorry.
मैं कैसे बोल दूं सॉरी, मैं सब जानता हूँ,
Oh,
मुझे
Mr.
ये
Know
सब
It All.
आता है, या
So, Mr. Know
मेरे
It
से
All.
ऐसे क्यों बोला, क्यों भाई, इंसान हो ना तुम. So yeah, I think these 3 are major red
Do you think
flags.
women are attracted to a certain few of these things? Like I've heard a lot of my friends saying that they're attracted to arrogance. They love that someone's really cocky and arrogant. They're like, or someone has this thing ki he can take charge and command, and like he wants to.
There's a difference
knows.
between taking command and charge. If you know what you're doing, then please by all means take charge and
Like do everything.
Yeah, but if you're doing it just for the sake of doing it and just for the fact that you believe that a woman will not be able to do the same thing, then you're stupid. But yeah, I think
Do you find arrogance sexy in general?
no, not at all. I just said it's a red flag.
But have you heard like women say that?
Yeah, a lot of women like that whole bad boy image, no?
Yeah.
But they like it for a while. But jab khud pe aati hai, to then they
Reality,
run in
yeah.
the opposite direction also. So if they find that attractive, it probably means that they've seen certain other qualities that kind of are above that, and that's why they go for a particular person. But I don't know. Yeah, could be that, no? Maybe they've seen other qualities that are better than that. So, yeah.
I was reading a book recently about why women are attracted to toxic men.
Huh.
Okay, and there was like a chapter on this.
Yeah.
And so I'm not able to frame it properly, but I'll tell you like a gist of it. They
Yeah.
say because dating a toxic man is like gambling. So you're always excited to what's happening next. So that keeps your adrenaline high. And that's why internally you just get addicted to it. You don't even know.
That's so twisted.
That is right. So you don't even know that you like this.
Yeah.
But because it's like every time you don't know what's going to happen. So it keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
Will he call me, not call me? Are we going out? Are we dating or not even date? Like what's going on?
Oh my God, yeah.
That whole thing.
That does make sense actually. But yeah, it's so twisted.
It is twisted.
Oh.
So that's why more people are.
God, I just wish
Attracted
everybody
to
has
that.
nice childhoods in life. Grow up well, guys.
Okay. Quick 2-3 questions because we are short on time.
Yeah.
Tell me one question I think thousands of people must have asked you. Right? But I still want to know this. What makes Salman Khan Salman Khan? Like, why do you think, like, I keep asking this like about Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan. These guys are people who have been here since like
Yeah.
a very long time.
Yeah.
And they've been on top of the chart since very long. It's
Yeah.
not like up and down.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people.
Yeah.
They're just there. And it's, so I love calling this, they are the artists who are bigger than art now.
Yeah.
Like people go to their movies because of them.
Yeah.
Nobody, like most of the people who go to them, nobody cares what are they bringing.
Yeah.
And they still come back and they keep loving it.
Yeah.
Obviously they have phases,
Yeah.
but most of them they love it.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Like why there is something about him and it's not there in other people?
I think it's a basic connect with their audience that these guys especially have been able to make. And it does come with a lot of commitment to what you're doing. They've been able to crack that, ki this is what my audience loves about me. And that is my strength and I'm just going to play on that. And that's what they've done for like so many years, and which is why people still love them. Yeah, I think, and also since you specifically asked about Salman, I think he's very carefree, but he's also very committed. Like it's a paradox. Like it's a full contradiction. Like I don't know how to explain it because I've seen him, and it's like he doesn't care about इसका क्या होगा, उसका क्या होगा, मैं बस कर रहा हूँ, मुझे आज साइकिल करके जाना है, मैं आज लेट उठूंगा, मैं आज जल्दी सेट पे आऊँगा, मैं लेट खाना खाऊंगा, मैं ये भी खाऊंगा, मैं वो भी करूँगा. He's just so carefree. He does exactly what it is that he wants to do on his time. But he's also so committed to his work, and it's very strange. I really don't know what it is, but yeah, it is what it is.
I genuinely can't make out a summary of it.
Yeah. It's very hard to explain because these are like
two different worlds.
Yeah. And it's like a weird phenomena. Like you can't explain it.
I think that combination worked well.
Yeah, it worked for him.
It really, because there are some times, because you keep hearing that, right? Like, abhi recently I was reading about something again where he showed up like 8 hours late on set. He's like, मैं late उठूंगा, whatever. And then में वो खत्म करने का सबको बैठा के सब बिरयानी खाओ साथ में. Like he's like so he's so committed towards his people.
Yeah, till his work is done, he won't leave. So I mean,
and then he'll make sure that everyone was on the set who they also feel nice and like that's
yeah.
He'll keep feeding biryani to people.
They've just maneuvered their way through the audiences, the people. That's why they love them. I think that connect is very important.
Okay, would you be a politician? Would you
No.
ever want to join?
No. फिर वहां भी तुम लोग नेपोटिज्म करोगे.
अरे मैं तो नहीं कर रहा.
तुम लोग.
बड़ा अटैकिंग लगा मुझे.
Sorry, not you. No. All jokes aside.
हर जगह नेपोटिज्म होता है बात.
Of course होता है.
दुनिया में.
हाँ, बाप अपने बेटे के लिए करेगा ना, और किसके लिए करेगा? तुम चाचा के नेबर के बेटे के लिए थोड़ी करेगा.
कोई भी धंधा हो, कुछ भी हो. It goes from the bottom of the pyramid to the top of the pyramid.
It's a pointless conversation. But what I'm saying is, I don't think I would, because I've seen my dad do it. I don't think I have the aptitude for it. My dad is a very people's person. I'm a very private person. And you have to be a people's person. You have to be there for them.
Yeah.
And this could be anyone, strangers from every part of the country, you know. And I've seen my dad do that. So I don't think I have that in me. I'm a very private person. Like, my few close people are the ones I'm completely, truly open in front of. Other than that, not really. So I think that's also the very, very basic and first step.
True.
To be a politician. You have to reach the people's hearts. You have to appeal to them. You have to understand them. You have to make their problems. You have to make their problems your own.
Problem.
Yeah. And I understand that I don't think I am able to do that. Would be able to do that. So no point, no. Getting into something just for the sake of it.
Okay. Last two questions. Second last is, what is one thing about your childhood or the privilege or things which people see from the outside? Like, what is one thing that you didn't have or you didn't get, but people still think that ye to sab iske liye hoga? Like, what do you think is misunderstood about you and the privilege and the acting career and everything that you do there?
I think people just have some sort of image in their mind about how every particular person in a particular field would have been brought up. I can say that, you know, we had a very, very normal upbringing. Like, me and my brothers, we were pulled up when we made mistakes. We were treated very normally. When in school and college, we used to not tell people who our father was. It was actually very, very normal. So I don't know how to explain it, but yes, of course, we are fortunate to be born to such amazing parents, and nobody can control which house they're born in. So there's no apologies, or there's no nothing to apologize about. But it was actually a very, very normal upbringing, and I feel the person I am today is because my parents brought me up like that. And I really appreciate it. वो टाइम पे लगता था कि, you know, oh my god, I want this, but you're not giving it to me. But now you realize that, you know, this is why.
They didn't give it to you.
Yeah, this is why. So I think it was very, very normal, and I'm truly very, very thankful for that. Yeah.
Okay, did you ever in your school or college did that ki जानता नहीं और आप कौन है?
Never, na. That's what I'm saying. I used to not even tell people who my dad was.
Like
I was in SNDT college. In the second year, the floods happened. 26 July. And we used to not take our cars to college at that point in time. And there was this one girl who lives behind my house who used to have a car. So she asked, who all are going to Juhu? So I said, I need to go to Juhu. So whoever she could take in her car, she took. So there were 3-4 of us in the car. So she said, okay, where are you going? I was like, where do you stay? She said, I stay on 9th Road. So I was like, oh, I also stay on 9th Road. So I was like, where on 9th Road you stay? So, you know Shatrughan Sinha's house? I stay behind his house. Where do you stay? That's when I told this girl, you know Shatrughan Sinha's house, I stay there. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, he's my dad. They were all shocked. Like, they had no idea. These girls have been with me in college for 2 years, and they had no idea. Because there's no point in saying, nah, why? Then you'll start behaving weird and like different or whatever. So it's just nicer to have that neutral ground with everyone. And that's what I really believed. So yeah, it was quite normal.
Of course.
And
It was
instances like
normal.
these
But
make
after
for
2 years, it won't be normal.
instances like these make for good stories also.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
It's quite fun. I still remember.
It does. It does. Okay. Last question, which we ask everybody. How much money do you make?
How much money do I make? I really don't know how much money I make.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
Kya baat kar?
Because I don't count it.
That's another way of saying that
I make
you
a
make
good
shit tons
amount
of money.
But I'll tell you this very funny story about my first movie. So they signed me for it, and everything was done, almost ready to go shoot. So I say joking, Salman, and everybody was there. Baz was there, our director was there, Salman was there. I think my parents were also there. He asked me, how much do you want for your movie? And I was like, what, 21 or something? I was like, oh, give me a BlackBerry. They have all burst out laughing on my face. He asked me how much I want to be paid for my first movie, and I've told him I want a phone.
BlackBerry phone.
So that's how much I don't really care.
So who takes care? So like your people, your management? And
No, I've gotten into it recently, yes, but it's mostly my parents. My first paycheck also, I gave it to them.
They know how to get.
They've been managing it. Yeah, they know where to invest. But I've started learning about it in the last 4, 5, 6 years. And I am more involved in it. But
what's the investment you have made? Tell me
definitely
one investment you made.
Not as much as I would have liked to be. But investment in terms of like...
Any investment that after learning you're like, acha, ye sense karta hai. Maybe stocks, maybe real estate, maybe some business.
I do dabble in stocks as well. My brother is very good at it.
Okay.
So he's constantly telling me that this is going up, this is going down, you should invest here, you should invest here. So he's my kind of go-to guy for
Fair.
Stocks. Yeah.
We all have like our stocks to go to.
Yeah.
It is funny. Either you are a stocks guy or you are like a stocks go-to girl or a guy. Like
yeah.
I used to have one friend in my group. And she used to give us like massive tips in stocks. I never bought into it because I was against tips. But a lot of my friends made a lot of money out of it.
Yeah, amazing. Good. ऐसे दोस्त होने चाहिए.
Chalo, thank you so much.
Thank you
for
so
doing
much.
This. Thank you for
I'm very
giving
late.
us 20 more minutes than your time.
No.
But it was fun doing
traffic
this.
time.
It's okay.
Had to.
I'm okay
Make up
with
for it.
It's okay. Thank you so much for doing
That was super fun.
थैंक यू सो मच ये एपिसोड एंड तक देखने के लिए. हम हर बार कुछ नए टाइप के गेस्ट लाने की कोशिश करते हैं ताकि आपको दुनिया में अलग अलग लोगों के पर्सपेक्टिव पता चले एंड उनसे कुछ सीखने को मिले जो आप आपकी पर्सनल लाइफ में इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं एंड खुद को ग्रो कर सकते हैं. मुझे कमेंट्स में बताओ कि ऐसे और गेस्ट आप देखना चाहते हो कि नहीं, किस टाइप के लोग और किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आपको पसंद है, क्योंकि जितना आप हमें कमेंट्स में बताओगे उतना ही बेहतर हम कंटेंट बना पाएंगे आपके लिए. बिफोर यू लीव, यू नो कि ये एपिसोड किसी एक इंसान के साथ शेयर करना है जिसकी लाइफ में इससे एक पॉजिटिव चेंज आएगा. बिकॉज वन कॉन्वर्जेशन इज इनफ टू चेंज समबडी एंड समवन्स एंटायर वर्ल्ड. Until the next episode, keep figuring out and don't forget to subscribe this channel.